How to recognize emotional manipulation and protect yourself. Emotional manipulation isn't always obvious. It often begins with small behaviors that slowly make you question yourself, feel guilty, or lose confidence. In this episode, you'll learn the common signs of emotional manipulation and discover 9 practical steps to protect your boundaries, your confidence, and your emotional well-being. 1. What emotional manipulation really is. Emotional manipulation happens when someone tries to control your thoughts, emotions, decisions, or behavior for their own benefit. Sometimes it is obvious. Sometimes it is so subtle that you do not notice it until much later. A manipulative person may use guilt, fear, shame, flattery, silence, or even kindness. Not to build a healthy relationship, but to influence your decisions. Over time, emotional manipulation can damage your confidence, increase anxiety, create self-doubt, and leave you feeling responsible for problems that are not yours to carry. The good news is that once you recognize the signs, you become much harder to manipulate. 2. Trust your instincts. Have you ever left a conversation feeling confused or guilty without understanding why? Or found yourself apologizing even though you were not sure what you had done wrong? Pay attention to those feelings. Your instincts are not always perfect, but they often notice problems before your logical mind does. If something consistently feels wrong, take time to explore why. 3. Recognize guilt as a control tactic. Healthy people express their needs honestly. Manipulative people often use guilt instead. They may say things like, "If you really cared about me, after everything I've done for you, I guess I'll just do it myself." These statements are designed to make you feel responsible for their emotions. Before agreeing to something, ask yourself, am I making this decision because I genuinely want to? Or because I feel guilty? Healthy decisions come from choice, not pressure. 4. Watch for blame shifting. Everyone makes mistakes. Emotionally mature people accept responsibility. Manipulative people often blame someone else. If every disagreement somehow becomes your fault, even when it clearly is not, take notice. A relationship cannot be healthy if only one person is expected to accept responsibility. 5. Do not ignore gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation where someone causes you to question your own memory, judgment, or reality. They may say, "That never happened. You're imagining things. You're too sensitive. You always overreact." If this happens repeatedly, you may begin doubting yourself instead of trusting your own experiences. If possible, keep a written record of important conversations. Speak with someone you trust. An outside perspective can help you see situations more clearly. 6. Set clear boundaries. Manipulative behavior becomes more difficult when healthy boundaries exist. Learn to say, "No. I am not comfortable with that. I need some time to think about it." You do not have to explain every decision. A respectful person will usually accept your boundaries. Someone who constantly ignores them is giving you important information about the relationship. 7. Slow down important decisions. Manipulative people often create urgency. They may pressure you to decide immediately. They may say, "You have to answer right now. Don't think about it." Whenever possible, slow the conversation down. Give yourself time to think. Talk to someone you trust. Most good decisions become clearer with time. Very few healthy decisions require immediate pressure. 8. Build your confidence. People with healthy self-esteem are generally harder to manipulate. Spend time developing your confidence. Keep promises you make to yourself. Learn new skills. Celebrate your progress. Trust your judgment. The more confident you become, the less likely you are to depend on someone else's approval. 9. Know when to walk away. Not every relationship can be repaired. If someone repeatedly lies, ignores your boundaries, manipulates your emotions, or refuses to change despite honest conversations, you may need to create distance. Protecting your emotional well-being is not selfish. Sometimes walking away is the healthiest decision you can make. 10. A final message. Healthy relationships are built on honesty, respect, trust, and open communication. They do not rely on fear, guilt, confusion, or control. The next time something feels emotionally uncomfortable, pause. Ask questions. Trust your instincts. Protect your boundaries. And remember, the strongest relationships never require manipulation to survive.